Woo! Alright. Not exactly sure how long we had until the main stream just fucking died. But pretty sure I saved it right when the main stream died, so we'll see.
Nice tune. Knocks might be worth looking into.
Alright. I'm gonna blow my nose while we teleport.
I've a daughter, you know. She's fit to wed. Oh, so fit.
Alright. See if I clean this up. Oh, it looks like it. Everyone's working here.
I'd stump wine with that one. We would stump till...
Welcome home, sir. I am Barnabas Basil Faulty. By order of the Duchess, I shall serve you as Major Domo of Corfu Bianco. I previously served with distinction at the Nibli family manor and in Nazaire with Admiral Rompali, who, as you are certain to know, is an extraordinary, demanding gentleman.
Whoa, Barnabas Basil. One thing you ought to know. I'm not your typical landed gentleman. Truth be told, this is the first real property I've ever owned.
Oh, in that case, you must leave it all to me. I shall organize, see to everything, and whip the house into order. I dare say this place will soon be the most prosperous vineyard around.
Great. Can already see I'm in good hands. Vineyard comes across as a place with a rich history. Know who owned it before me?
Baron Rossel, who went bankrupt, forcing him to sell the estate to the Duchess. The Baron, in turn, had purchased it from Monsieur Bolius of the Headsman, a truly colorful man of Ketweni origin.
He was actually a headsman?
No, not him, but his great-great-great-great-grandfather. Indeed. Apparently, he was a common cut-purse who somehow secured for himself the post of ducal headsman in Beauclair. Went about his work with an exceptional penchant. They say he chopped off more heads than there are grapevines in the ducal vineyards. He never hesitated, not once. Never sliced unevenly, never botched a job. For his exemplary service, the Duke granted him a title and this estate. Monsieur Bolius, on the other hand, was an engineer in his younger years. Once retired, he settled here and took to producing wine. Sadly, misfortune struck and he lost his sense first of smell, then of taste. Additionally, he could not drink alcohol. His medic forbade it.
Shame that. He gave up making wine?
Not at all. He made even more of it. Began throwing wild balls to which he'd invite friends from far and wide in order to treat them to his wine and delight in the fact that at least someone could enjoy it. It's the sort of man he was, Monsieur Bolius.
Mind giving me a little tour de Corvo Bianco?
Not in the least. Follow me, please. I think it would be practical to begin on the hill. Behold, sir, your estate in all its splendor.
This estate
Pretty
looks like
vast.
shit.
Indeed. And now, sir, allow me to show you a handful of interesting details. Follow me, please.
Been a major domo all your
Well,
life?
yeah, broken
Yes,
down.
I come from a long line of major domos. My father was a major domo, as was my grandfather before him, as was my great aunt. In fact, she was the one to start the tradition.
Great aunt?
A hard woman. It is said that already as a child, she knew where she was going and went there. When she arrived in Beauclair, she signed on as a chambermaid at one of the vineyards. then slowly worked her way up to Major Domo. She dragged the rest of the family up the same path.
You smell that? Those are the vapors of
The servants' quarters. I occupy the green home. With the Duchess's permission, I have hired a full staff. Their salaries to be paid from the ducal treasury.
Nice of her.
Not the most sightly part of the estate, I admit.
Yeah, not the greatest.
But I think it's worthwhile for you as master of the domain to know where the help stays.
Yeah, this place does not look good. That's pretty rough.
Scrub often. You'll soon.
Baron Rossel ordered the vines in this part of the estate uprooted and olive groves planted in their place. They look beautiful, especially come spring.
Don't look at all bad now, either.
If my lips don't stink of wine.
Down below
my
lies
wife
your
won't
vineyard,
know their
where we grow
mind.
a strain of Carfanere, one of the world's oldest. Aged in oak barrels, it provides for an exquisite wine with distinct blackberry, wild cherry, plum, and cinnamon notes. Marvelous.
Have to try it one of these days.
And what do you get for all that work? A crook in your back once you're on in years.
Nice well. Picturesque.
Yes, though it ran dry long ago. During the raucous feasts Master Bolius held, he would order it filled with wine. There's a tale about a guest attending a Bolius ball for the first time and thus unaware of the custom. He had suffered great heartburn and had decided to end his life by jumping into the well. The festivities were coming to a close, and the well was nearly empty when the suicidal guest finally jumped. Instead of killing himself, he merely broke his legs. To numb the pain, he drank the wine.
Drank himself to death?
Not at all. When found the next day, he had concluded he'd witnessed twin miracles. The water had been changed into wine, and he had survived. He retired to a monastery in the Dragon Mountains and began preaching the wisdoms of Lebioda.
Lo and behold, I see better.
Monsieur
Here,
Bolius's
Kitty.
wife Nina kept a garden here. A supremely lovely place it was.
Bit neglected now.
I agree. Yet nothing stands in the way of restoring it to its former glory, and once again planting it with herbs and other vegetation. Madame Nina planted diminutive, delicate flowers and herbs here. One might say their aroma still hangs in the air.
You're quite the romantic, Barnabas Basil.
Turn steadily. My Camilec eggs something fierce.
The days pass. The pile of work remains the same.
This served as an additional wine cellar in years of plentiful harvests.
Bit of work and it'll make a fine stable for Roach.
A fine stable for
Lots
Roach.
to do before it gets dark. A man who dare not down some
The
wretch
cellars,
is a
voila.
man whose
During
wife's
Monsieur
like to
Bolis's
rub his
time,
head.
wine was kept here, but Baron Rossel used it to store olive oil as well. I took the liberty of cleaning up the mess, which...
I made while fighting the Bruxa. Thanks, Barnabas Basil. Appreciate it.
As you can see, the facade is, how to put it, slightly stained. but one cannot deny it a certain subtle southern charm.
True, though it could use a bit of subtle paint.
Mm-hmm. True that, man. It does not look good. What about inside? What's inside look like?
And welcome inside.
Not
On
horrible.
the left is the master bedroom. On the right, the dining hall and kitchen. Upstairs, you shall find the guest room, currently used for storage.
Not a bad idea.
At the moment, the house is only minimally furnished. Yet I believe we will, together, devise some innovative arrangements. A few paintings, for instance, would breathe new life into the abode immediately. With that, sir, you've seen the full lay of the land. Corfo Bianco is a beautiful estate. Though one must admit, time has taken its toll. Forgive me for being forward, but if you were to choose to invest a small sum towards its beautification, consider me at your service on the matter.
Think I'll take you up on that. Be sure to come and see you if I decide to do any remodeling.
Sure.
Mentioned the place could stand to be spruced up.
Oh, most decidedly, sir. The question is where you would like to begin this rejuvenation.
Probably the grounds, yeah.
Got
House
those
can wait.
spacious grounds. But maybe it's time to make them more useful.
Oh, yes, we certainly should. The way I see things, given your trade, sir, you would be wise to
Too
put in
true.
a
That would be
grindstone
very nice.
and an armorer's table.
What's up,
Good way
XP?
to
How's it
start
going?
things off, don't you think?
Yes, we'll do armor table. How much does it
My
cost for an
needs
armor
work from
repair
time to
table?
time. You know, oil this, reinforce that. Could use a decent work table where I could do all that.
Admiral Rompali once hired a specialist who made the finest armorer's tables this side of the Yaruga. I will contact him at once.
1,000?
Good. Order me up a table like that.
Immediately, sir. I expect it will take at most 1 day to arrive. Will you be needing anything else, sir?
In my trade, my blades get dull pretty quick. Could use a grindstone, professional grade.
Of course. No one would consider that an unnecessary extravagance, I would wager.
Then send out for one, please. A high-quality stone to be set up in the yard.
Of course. I shall send a runner to town at once. I believe you shall be grinding to your heart's content by tomorrow. Will you be needing anything else, sir?
Nope.
That's all for now, BB. Thanks.
Good old BB. What's this? What's all the books here? Oh. Okay. What's that? That little status, whatever. Quest. So we're level 40. The main is 39, so we could do this one. Yep. Alright, map. Where we going? Oh, it's right here. Come on, Roach.
Come on, Roach.
Ah, yes, I called it. Gonna go?
Witch I've a...
Your wound. Feeling better?
It's healing splendidly, though I am to avoid trouble for some time. To be frank, that is precisely why I wish to speak with you.
Want me to stand in for you? Take on some trouble on your behalf?
That could very well be the case. You see, there is a maiden, nay, a lady. I suspect someone's cast an ill spell upon her. A curse, perhaps.
Let me guess. She suddenly grew cold, haughty, and distant, though the night before she was flirtatious and alluring.
Tut tut, Witcher. You jest, yet the matter is grave. Though true, the lady in question is dear to my heart. I shall not deny it. I fear she has fallen victim to ill magic, and knows no one she could turn to for help.
What makes you think she might be cursed?
You must keep all I say to yourself, I beg you. I would never dare to be so indiscreet normally, yet I'm troubled about her, for her. Vivian shuns the company of others. Though the fairest maid at court, she keeps men at a distance. I thus determined I would resort to trickery.
Trickery? That even befitting of a knight?
In war, yes. And what is love if not battle? As it were, one evening I crouched in hiding outside her seamstress's home. As Vivian emerged from it, I too emerged, ever so gently but convincingly collided with her, then promptly offered to escort her home. She consented. At first, all augured well. I proposed a more scenic route. She agreed. I made kindly forays into conversation, and she even began to respond as we neared the end of our route.
Then suddenly,
mid-speech, from her mouth there flew a most hideous shriek. I stopped stone cold in my tracks while she turned red, then promptly ran off. I did not give chase that time. I attempted to approach her on several ensuing occasions, to learn what had happened, for I feared she had become entangled in some trouble. I noted that often, come night, she ventures into the woods, where I've seen her walk about a glade near a pool. I've striven on occasion to follow her, but lost track each time. It seemed then she'd melted into the air.
sound you heard. She might have just had a sore throat.
Had I thought it possible the sound was natural, I never would have taken up your precious time.
Notice any other strange behavior? Additional symptoms?
No, Vivian's avoided me wholly since the first encounter. But folk gossip.
What about?
They say she's secretive, that no one ever sees her after dusk, that she's wont to suddenly disappear.
Nothing unusual about any of that. Tell me more about Vivian. Who is she? What's her story?
She's Her Enlightened Highness's lady-in-waiting. Her mother was a lady-in-waiting, her father a knight. That is all I've learnt, for the Duchessa grows angry when asked about her. Vivian spends her days within the palace walls. Yet we are in luck, for she has been named the tourney's patroness this year. Thus, each participant will be granted an audience with her.
Got a problem then. See, I'm not a participant.
I've devised a solution already. You shall take my place in the lists and thus gain the chance to speak to her. I was looking forward to winning the tourney, very much so. Yet for Vivian, I am prepared to sacrifice anything.
Hardly a regular job, this. Not often I gotta take part in a tourney to fulfill a contract. Fee can't be anything ordinary either.
I'm no magnet to command heaps of coin, but naturally I shall award you a just amount. How much do you demand? Agreed. That is an amount I can indeed muster.
This tourney, how's it work exactly?
It is the year's grandest and most important contest. Knights from all corners come to face off for the grand prize. And more importantly, for glory. A demanding test of knightly prowess in horsemanship, marksmanship and fencing. I qualified for the first time, had great hopes of winning. Yet...
Yeah, I get it. Anything for Vivian. Fine, I'll look into it. Gotta admit, piqued my curiosity.
I shall be forever in your debt. Now, we must ensure you are not eliminated from the tourney before you can meet Vivian.
Meaning?
Could you show me how you shoot, ride, and fight, perchance? And you must learn the tourney rules, know how to apply them in practice. I did not mean to suggest I doubt your abilities. Everyone must train, even a witcher. Besides, the tourney contests must surely differ, require skills you don't usually apply, races above all. The choice is yours. Where shall we start?
Target practice.
Marksmanship.
What's up,
I feel I
Josh?
need to do some shooting.
No Twitch stream, yeah, because OBS, it just does not like The Witcher 3. Don't know why. Literally the last 2 days I tried to do all my streams of The Witcher. It just kept crash. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. So yesterday I just did YouTube and YouTube Shorts, and 5 hours straight, no problem. So now I just restarted it again like 20 minutes ago with just YouTube and YouTube Shorts, and we'll see how it goes.
Come with me. The marksmanship contest shall pit you against another for the best time and score. He who hits all his targets first wins.
Hope my aim's as good as that Cupid's who shot you.
Sometimes when you speak, I miss the meaning entirely. Hit the red targets.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Once more?
No, I'm good.
Done enough shooting.
Where to now? If you wish to know my thoughts, were I you, I would train on the race course ahead of all else.
Sure.
Let's do some riding.
How you doing today? I'm doing alright.
Excellent idea.
Hello, Louis. Yep, Louis is here. Bubba's here. I'm doing
Come with
alright.
me.
Playing some Witcher. Blood and Wine expansion pack, and then
The tourney's
after I wrap
race
it up,
differs
I'm gonna
from
go
others
buy
you
me
might
some
have
noodles
taken part in.
and make me some
You
beefy
shall not
noodles.
ride against any opponent.
How's it a race at all, then?
It's a race against time. The true track begins in the arena, runs round the tourney grounds, then finishes again in the arena. The training track, however, lies beyond the arena. We shall go there now.
And then man, just chilling playing Rocket League. Hell yeah, man.
But I did. All right, respect not future.
All is ready. Now listen, for it can be quite a challenge. Along your route stand dummies and targets. The dummies you may cut with your blade. The targets you must hit from your crossbow. The time you have to complete the course shall increase each time you land a strike, be it with blade or bolt. It may sound simple enough, yet I've seen many a knight fail this contest and hang his head in shame. During the race proper, judges throughout the course shall tally your points. For now you may ride unperturbed by those matters.
Interesting. Okay. Holding down an attack button will trigger a slow motion mode, which allows you to easily check your target. The able to decide for himself which side to attack from based on your location. Holding down the aim button will trigger a slow motion mode and maintain the speed. Okay.
That's it, Roach.
I'm not seeing any targets. Yeah, see, I'm fine. I'm full screen
So,
now.
have
Sounds
you had
good,
enough,
Josh.
or do you wish to ride again?
Nope, I'm good.
Had enough. Rather not wear my horse down before the real race.
Where to now?
Combat training.
Be nice to swing, do some footwork, work up a sweat.
Very well. We shall practice infantry combat, one-on-one. Each knight opts for his own method. Rainfarn, for instance, fights halberd in hand.
I'm
Come
not
with
using
me.
a halberd.
You will team with other knights to fight. The clash simulates a true skirmish during battle. Come the end, you shall fight a duel. It will determine your place on the podium. I always liked the duels the best, but now I can think only of my Vivian. In the end, it is good you will replace me. I sense I would simply be distracted this time.
Slick by the lips.
Who do my eyes spy from Boers? Where have your journeys taken you last?
You'd best behave.
Hail, Percy. You're in
You must know I've embarked on a quest of true wonder.
Stand at the center of the training ground. A knight will approach and challenge you.
It is
You wish to spar? Why not?
Now for a
Duchess is usually very kind, until suddenly she is very...
courage!
I expected you to do well, but not that well.
Think I've seen enough. Sorry to be blunt, but the simplest Witcher contract demands more skill than this kind of combat.
Too true.
Now you must go to the inscription tent. Honor and glory are all true and good, but your scrolls must be in order.
Witcher act always with reason.
From his days at war, get the last word.
You'd best behave, Frick.
Witcher.
To be born in Toussaint is to be born in...
Ooh. I'm gonna go repair my stuff.
Ah, a professional. I like to trade with your kind. You actually appreciate quality workmanship.
Mm-hmm.
What have you got there?
Okay, so what's he got? I want some stuff from him that's goes on armor. Snow glyphs, huh? Yeah, so guess snow glyphs. Can I make something? No. Go ahead and repair everything.
So long.
Alright, what about the armor smith?
Lepiotus wissen langs. A real witch.
Armor chromed and greft or fluted, whatever your heart's desire.
Let's see what you got in stock.
Oh, duh. Probably glyphs will be off this guy. Duh. I'm an idiot. Alright, so what do I use the most? I could probably do really all these. Be on 2,000. Shit. God, I'm so broke, dude.
So long.
Hold on, I'm gonna put this crap in my outfit. Damn near all my money. Half my money's gone.
Armor chromed.
Let's see what you got.
Okay.
So long.
Real quick, what do I have on ropes right now? I have saddle bags, 100 maximum carry weight compared to stamina. Oh, can I put that on? Oh, duh, I should have that. 50 stamina, 75. Oh yeah, there you go. Alright, let's save.
Here, Master Witcher. Over here.
What was that? Oh, everybody that's signed up. Watch me go up on there.
Greetings. Want to join the lists?
Naturally, we must first see to formalities, however. At Guillaume's request, I have looked into your personal history in its heraldic aspects.
Really? What did you come up with?
My findings show you may take part as Geralt of Rivia,
What a surprise.
or as the Honorable Ravix of Forhorn. It's not every year we have a combatant who can boast of 2 crests. Which do you prefer?
Geralt of Rivia, always. You just gotta stick with Geralt of Rivia, you know? That's true, I want to see what he learned.
Kinda curious what you could have learned about Geralt of Rivia.
In the year 1267, a certain Geralt, a member of the Witches' Guild, was knighted by Queen Meve and dubbed Geralt of Rivia. This was in honor of his distinguished service at the Battle of the Bridge, said structure spanning the Yaruga. But I wager you know of which battle I speak.
Yeah, those were the days. Kahir and I led a fistful of Nordlings against an entire Nilfgaardian battalion. Won that battle just because we absolutely had to cross the river. Ravix of Forhorn? How'd you manage to dig that up?
Here in Toussaint, we treat heraldry very seriously. One visit to the Ducal Archives. That is all I needed to acquire the necessary information. Ravix of Forhorn was the name under which you attended a feast honoring Princess Pavetta, daughter of Queen Calanthe of Sintra, on the occasion of her 15th birthday.
That's actually right. I'm Geralt, not about to fight under a false name.
You may now take the shield bearing your crest.
I'm a Witcher. Shields aren't something Witchers ever use in combat.
Who mentioned using it in combat? Not I. The shield commemorates your participation in the tourney. You may take it as a souvenir.
In that case, thanks.
Have you been instructed as to the tourney's challenges, prizes, and vows? If not, I do hope you will allow me to tell you about them.
Guillaume told me a bit about the contests. Rather make sure I'm clear on them, though.
An admirable thirst for knowledge. There are contests 3. A shooting range, where you will compete side by side with an opponent. A horse race, during which you will seek to complete the course within a specified time. Any targets hit with bolts or dummies felt with blade will increase the time you have. Finally, the group melee in the arena, crowned with a duel against last year's champion. As each contest ends, its results will be posted on the board outside my tent. This way, all will be apprised of who leads at any given moment.
Convenient. Gonna come right out with it. I'm a sucker for prizes.
The winner of each contest shall receive a trophy. Whoever has the best result once all contests have played out shall face last year's champion in a final duel for glory and the title. Should you defeat the reigning champion, the grand prize will be yours. This year, a sword forged especially for this occasion by the one and only Cornelius of Isengard, a famed master weaponsmith. Her illustrious highness had it brought all the way from Nazaire.
You say something about vows?
As is our custom, knights make vows to which they hold for the duration of the tourney. Each swears on something which to him represents his most cherished virtue.
Feels like I know everything I ever want to know about chivalric tourneys.
Splendid. In that case, you must make your vow. Upon what would you like to swear it?
I vow on the love of my lady, Triss Marigold, to respect the chivalric virtues.
May the gods succor you in your endeavors to overcome. Sign here, please, then fill out these forms.
Did fill all these
That
forms.
is all I need from you. Now, as arranged by Guillaume, you shall be fitted with appropriate armor for the tourney.
Sounds good, Josh. I'll be here.
Shiny.
You have also been assigned a tent for the tourney's duration. It stands near the arena. Good luck.
Oh, look at that. Look at that outfit.
Right, watch where you step. Doc's nipples. The arch. That's behind. Maybe this.
That's a lot of dummies. Or
Garrett,
targets.
well, I'll be. Have you decided to turn knight errant?
All jesting aside, here on a job. You in the 22?
Am I? Ha! I shall square off against Rainfan of Atre. I saw him just moments ago. A nervous wreck. Stuffing his nose with fish steak, no less. As if that would aid his determination.
Guessing that's against the rules.
But who's to tell the Nilfgaardian what to do? Listen, Geralt. I've a tip for you. The timing of your marksmanship duel is such that you shall have the sun in your eyes.
Makes no difference to me either way.
Nor will it give you any pleasure. Since, as it is, we must both wait. Play me in a round of Gwent.
No, I hate
Should
Gwen.
you win, I shall swap with you. To me, a southerner, the sun is no hindrance.
Thanks. Another time, maybe.
Ha! You've denied me some diversion, but at the least my eyes are in for a treat. Lady Vivian should appear shortly.
Fair knights, I salute you. The honor and duty of tourney patron have fallen
Welcome
to
back,
me
Josh.
this year. Fight honorably.
I love how he's got a
so
bow,
that I may
and I have a
bestow
crossbow.
upon one of your number the tourney's grand prize. You have sworn your vows. You have readied body and soul. The time has come to test them.
I have a crossbow and he's got a bow. I love it. Little handheld crossbow, not even a big one, like a little itty bitty one, little handheld one.
Behold Horm Akispark of the Mechtian royal line. His name's quite the mouthful, a true challenge to rhyme. His targets to be hit centrally and true are the ones in blue. Against him new blood, a knight unknown till now. Sir Geralt of Rithia, give us a bow. The targets he must with his quarrels thread are red. May the better man win.
Which I will. Crack, crack.
Like a lover ghostly grasping but one fair teeth, Geralt's half strewn twixt joyous victory
Done.
and bitter defeat.
Let's say I'm done. That was quick. He still had like 5 up.
Sir Geralt of Rithia has trounced his foe, pounded him soundly, immersed him in woe.
That's a nice crossbow. With my insignia on it, of course.
Your prize, sir. A crossbow adorned with your crest. I congratulate you.
Thank you, my lady.
Geralt of Rivia's crossbow. I love it.
Would you tell me about the other prizes?
Alas, I cannot devote more time to you than to the other combatants. I have duties to attend to. Forgive me.
My medallion's vibrating strongly. Can only mean one thing. Magic.
The explanation is disappointing, I'm afraid. The fragrance I use, it's mixed by a sorceress.
To lose to an opponent such as you is a victory of its own. Accept my congratulations as well.
Thanks.
Good work! In the interim, I managed to determine which tent Lady Vivian occupies. Perhaps you could find a clue within it.
You're right. Vivian's cursed in some way. Sensed it when she opened the tourney.
In that case, we've no time to lose. Let us go.
Yeah, let's go now.
This
That's a
is her
nice tent.
You must look inside. Search it. I shall hoot like an owl should someone approach.
Hoots like an owl.
Claw marks, that's clear. Not sure what beast left them, just that it's big.
A lot of claw marks.
fair Vivian.
Jar of concealing ointment.
Thou stuff's eyes
Powerful
within
magic
thy
at work
lips.
here.
Thy lips are like a thread of scarlet. Thy two breasts are like...
2 breasts are like, what? What did I just hear him say?
Oriole feather. Vivian keep a bird as a pet? No sign of it here, if so. Bruxay tend to be fond of birds. Hairs and salts. Used to make compresses.
Someone approaches. Quickly!
You were supposed to hoot.
We shall speak later. We must return to the tourney now. It's time for the second contest.
Sirs, what seeks you in my lady's tent? Inspiration? Begone from here. Why were you in there? The flower of chivalry.
Alright, where's Roach? Where's Roach? I think I just saw Roach. Roach be looking good.
Behold, gallant knights and ladies decorous. Gaze at the host assembled before us. Look upon chivalry's
That's a
best
big-ass
and most
knight.
storied. Come from far lands, here to seek glory. Hear now their names as I shout them aloud. Savor their titles, of their presence be proud. Halmarin, the Baron of Longfall. Linos of Metida. Rainfarn of Atra. Horm Makaspark of Mecht. Donimir of Troy. Guy de Boisfren, in service to the Duchess. Delwyn of Craigiau. Count Tai of Dondal. Ansay of Lyria and Rivia.
There's Roach.
a Prince.
That Roach? That my Roach? Yep, that's Roach.
Geralt of Rivia. For Gregoire of Mount Gorgon, let out a roaring cheer. The famed vow of silence, tawny champion from last year. Today's winner of contests, his victory to secure, shall face a Gregoire in a challenge severe. Does ignorance demand a bard intercede? Does someone need telling how tourneys proceed?
How dare you enter a tourney for nobly born knights? Your knighthood came through the grace of my mother, Meve, Queen of Lyria and Rivia, whom you treacherously deserted mere days later. Your presence here is an offense to my honor.
And yours is an offense to my eyes. If you're done, step aside, Prince.
The tourney's protector, the mate Vivian. Her beauty entrances both beasts and men.
My heart's greetings, dear knights. May my grace guide you and show you the path of honor, valor, and glory. Accept my wishes of good fortune, sir, and devote all your strength to the tourney, and only it.
The time has come for you, Sir Knight. Mount your
What's up, V?
Swift be your flight.
Ladies and gentlemen of lineage justice, soon steeds shall swarm like ants most industrious. To beat time's passage, they'll ride like the gale.
Best DLC ever. Oh, I know, V. I beat it once. I beat the base game once, Heart of Stone once, and Blood and Wine once. This is my second playthrough ever. And I beat that years ago. I think I beat it on console like years ago. So, all right, here we go. But I don't recall much of the Blood and Wine DLC, so I'm kind of relearning, rediscovering everything. All right, come on. Let's see what we got. Here we go.
Witcher, good luck on the
How, bro? He's supposed to choose correctly, and he chose wrong. Fuck. I turned right, but okay. There we go. Watch. There we go. Missed again. Yep. So that's how that works. So if it's on the left side, Geralt just fucking fails. Alright, I'm done missing. Wow. Finally. Yep, missed again. Love how I'm just missing all of these dummies. Sword went right through his fucking face, but okay. Here we go, here we go.
Sharpen the swords.
Went right through it! What is this, dude? What is going on? Finally. Like, what is going on?
Will he last? Endure and keep pace?
What the fuck? Heard about the third DLC leak? No, I did not. Oh wait, yeah, I have. I heard something about a third DLC coming.
Style, such grace, such speed. To watch was a pleasure, a treat indeed.
Hey, at least I got it done. I don't give a shit.
To honor our entrance, praise each fair night. We shall feast from eve till dawn's first light. The finest of wine and food shall be served. If you've blood in your veins, come collect what's deserved.
I congratulate you. Here, your prize.
I love how they have it ready to go.
With your crest.
Like, they just know I'm gonna win.
By the way, my maid saw a man with white hair sneak out of my tent. Would you know who it might have been?
No idea.
No idea.
How juvenile.
Congratulations on your win. In stellar style, no less. Ah, I no longer regret I was not able to participate. Almost.
We must drink to this. Come with me to the feast. We shall await Vivian together.
Lead the way.
So, any thoughts on Vivian?
Her beauty's striking.
That is not what I ask.
Still too early to say anything I'd be willing to stand behind. Managed to figure one thing out. She uses powerful magic, masking illusions.
Do you mean to say she might in truth look different than she seems?
Only guessing right now. Found some clues. Got me wondering if your beloved Vivian's not a Bruxa.
A Bruxa? You mean a vampiress?
Not sure yet.
We've still some time before Vivian arrives. Let us drink. To Vivian, may you find the means to aid her.
To Vivian.
Ah, when I first laid eyes on her, I finally understood what all those poems and ballads were trying to say.
Love's not poetry alone. Sometimes it's prose. Sometimes it's just plain ugly.
You say that only because you do not know Vivian as I do. A life with her would be sweetness itself.
Actually, you don't know her all that well either.
Oh, here we go.
Her presence at this tourney is an affront to my honor. I demand satisfaction.
Head to the nearest brothel, then.
Coward. Mounted combat in the main arena. I challenge you.
Sure.
Since you insist, I'm all yours.
You shall bitterly regret deserting my mother's army once I'm done with you.
Someone's upset.
May the blood I will spill wash away the stain of your cowardice.
Let's get this over with. Quick.
3, 2, 1.
I hit him, but alright, whatever.
Hang your head from my saddle.
reasons unknown except to them, the gods have chosen to punish me with defeat. But do not think your cowardice will be forgotten.
Damn it, you still going on about that? Need to clear this up once and for all. Had to abandon your mother's camp back then because someone else needed my help. Badly. Couldn't refuse them. Didn't want to, in fact.
You mean to say you had a secret mission, set off to accomplish it, having vowed to tell no one of its nature, until you did?
Something like that, minus the vow. And, I'd still rather not divulge the nature of my secret mission. Can you accept that as justification?
In agreeing to duel, you proved yourself a true knight. Thus, I accept your word as that of a man of honor.
Glad to hear it. Now I got work to do.
Okay then.
My heart swells to behold this beautiful celebration of valor and honor, and to witness you, who embody the chivalric virtues in your lives, strive for greatness. Yet, after a time of combat must come a time of peace and respite. Thus, I invite all who fought in the tourney to this feast held in your, and none other's, honor. And should any among you crave solitude, private tents await you nearby. The group melee shall take place on the morrow. Glory shall be within grasp for each and every one of you. The best among you shall have the honor to face our reigning champion, the famed Gregoire de Gourgon, victor of last year's tourney. Celebrate,
Big dude.
make merry, revel as you will, yet be mindful of the trial that awaits you tomorrow.
Follow her. We shall meet in your tent before your last contest. You must help her.
That grey-domed scoundrel, ever-seeking Lady Vivienne.
I'll watch her not be in here. Saw that coming.
Strange. Was sure I'd find her here. Vanished. Melted into thin air. And that bird. She broke off. Worth going after. Looks like the bird's leading me somewhere. off over the hill. Might be quicker to pass through the cave.
Am I gonna fight it? I'm sorry, what? Hello? There we go. Holy crap. I can't fight it if I have a fucking torch out? I'm gonna fucking die. Wow! I'm over here like spamming left click, and my guy and Geralt's like, what do I do? What do I do? Because I can't swing a sword with a fucking torch in my hand.
Bird flew off over the hill. Might be quicker to pass through the cave.
Let's try that again. Jesus.
Now, you piece of filth.
Woo! Literally down to like 1 fucking health. There we go. And there she is.
Witcher.
Lady Vivian? Counted on me getting lost.
I did. I thought you no different from the knights. Good at tourneys, hopeless in the face of true danger. I was mistaken.
So you're not actually a Bruxa?
A what?
Suspicion I had, that you might be a vampire. Certain details seemed to confirm it. Then I changed my mind. Anyway, unimportant. Hear you come to this clearing often.
This is where it all began. And as I was not able to evade you, save myself from you, then I want it done here. In this very spot. With no witnesses.
Want what done?
Why, you are a witcher. You were hired to kill me, were you not? Then do so, now. And do it quickly, I beg you. I shan't resist.
Witchers only hunt monsters. And even then, not all. You're no monster.
Then what am I to your eyes?
Curse.
Most likely you've been cursed. Don't know who by or why yet, but hope to find that out soon.
If you've no contract on my life, why take an interest at all? Did Guillaume put you up to it? Is that why?
He wanted to help you. Asked me to do him a favor. Frankly, if I can do something for you, I'll do it, willingly.
Why should I trust you?
'Cause the Duchess trusts me? 'Cause I'm a freak, too? 'Cause cases like yours are my bread and butter. Take your pick.
You shall not turn on me. Use what I say against me. You shall not tell anyone.
You got nothing to fear. Came here to help you, and I won't peep a word to anyone unless I decide it's absolutely necessary.
So be it. I shall tell you what my mama once told me. When she was with child, expecting me, she and my father spent much time together near the wood, here in this clearing. Mama loved to listen to the orioles sing. She would stroke her belly and say, "My daughter should be as beautiful as that bird. Such is my wish." But a creature dwelt in the wood who envied my parents their happiness. One day it appeared before them to say the whole wood belonged to it, and they had dared to delight in something that was not theirs. It demanded payment. And when my parents said that they had nothing, it claimed their unborn daughter as its own.
Damn.
Parents ever describe the creature?
They called it a nymph born of the deep woods, with no mother or father. But I was too young, too distraught by the curse's onset to ask after details.
What happened after that?
Nothing at first. I came into the world a perfectly normal child, and my parents forgot that day's events. But 15 summers into my life, the curse began to show. Initially only when the moon was full, but now it's advanced so that even in daytime I must use magic ointment to mask its symptoms, to look normal. Thus I thought someone had discovered my secret, then hired you to kill me. In fact, I was resigned to death in coming here. Perhaps death would be preferable to my complete and permanent transformation. For I fear that is what lies in store.
Ointment you use includes a potent magic ingredient. You don't have the immunity mages have. Use heavy doses, or normal doses too long, and it could be dangerous to you.
I sensed this. The very reason I knew I would have to give it up in the end, and bid my human form a final farewell.
The curse, it could be reversible. Once ran into a baron transformed into a cormorant, ostensibly for good. Managed to cure him completely.
And you truly think you could do something like this for me?
Can't guarantee a thing. Tough case yours. You were cursed before birth. That alone complicates things. Also, you claim the curse is increasing its hold. Symptoms are progressing. Could try transferring the curse onto someone else.
What? Out of the question. I shall not allow it to ruin an innocent's life. Is this the only method you know?
Only one that's completely safe.
So there is another.
Pretty quick to reject help. Why is that? The curse once transferred would probably have a weaker hold on the new host. Lots weaker.
I do not even wish to hear of it.
All right, there is another. Ancient ritual. We'd need an Oriole egg. Should release the curse's grip permanently. Gotta warn you though, could have serious consequences.
Consequences? What kind?
Curse was cast before you came into this world. Ritual involved transferring it to an as-yet unhatched chick. You'd be free. Thing is, you could be left with the average lifespan of an Oriole.
7 years.
7 years
I
of freedom, or
understand.
be like that forever.
Alas, every rose has its thorn, and there are no happy endings. Yet truth be told, I never thought I would get one. I came here prepared to die, yet you wish to give me 7 years of life. Real life, free life. This is no dilemma. I agree, wholeheartedly.
I see why. I understand. Don't have to decide just yet. Think it through.
I will. They must miss me at the Tawny grounds by now. Shall we? Return.
Let's. But are you gonna...
Yes. I cannot appear there all in feathers. Pardon me for a moment.
Just in case she goes all naked. Oh, yep, just in case. Hold on. I was right. I was right.
You can change at will?
No, but I discovered the water of this pool helps. Its effects are brief, but I can always be sure of them.
Interesting.
So she kind of covered up, but like I still don't. There we go.
Come.
Did you learn anything?
Yeah.
Then speak, man. Can you not see I'm out of my mind with worry? What ails her?
She asked me not to talk about it.
But I want only the best for her. Perhaps I shall be able to help, or, I don't know, console her at the least.
Do I tell him, guys? I understand you don't want to get a strike in the live yet. Too true. Do I tell him? I gave her my word. I wouldn't tell him it was unless it was absolutely necessary. But he's doing all this because he really likes her. So should I tell her? Or should I tell him? I'm gonna go use the bathroom real quick, but you guys decide if I should tell him. Alright, I'm back. No, don't tell him? Yeah, I was kind of feeling the same thing. I know he really wants to help her. I know all this stuff, but like, I promised her I wouldn't tell him unless it was absolutely necessary, so no.
Vivian gave me the details of her situation, but she did so in confidence. Promised I wouldn't tell anyone.
But I'm not just anyone. Why, I would do anything for her. I was the one to ask you to help her. You cannot shut me out now.
I'm sorry. Look, in time Vivian will come to understand what she owes you. I'm sure of it. But until then, you gotta understand the whole world doesn't revolve around you.
How dare you lecture me? This is not the aid I sought. And to think I gave up my spot in the tourney to you. I regret it now. Do you even intend to compete to the end? Or now that you've bound Vivian to your terms, you no longer see the need?
Damn, dude.
I don't back out of anything. I'll take part in the last skirmish. Besides, Vivian will be busy till the tourney's end.
Indeed. In that case, you must meet the other knights of your team. They await near the arena's entrance, by the training ground.
Got it. Thanks.
Wow.
I know now the two teams' rosters. I shall be captain of ours. That means you shall do as I say for the duration of the fight. Is this clear? Palmer and Alonso will lead the opposing team. With this skirmish, we commemorate the Battle of Fox Hollow of 1218, when a hands of southern outlaws led by Haller the Brown attacked Tucson only to be driven off by brave knights, thus setting a precedent. Since that day, knights errant have guarded the duchy's borders. Palmerin drew the short straw, so his team shall play the barbarian Haller's men. Any questions?
None.
I doubt you will do us any good. You know nothing of knightly combat as a witcher. Try at least to stay out of our way.
It is time, gentlemen. Take your weapons and proceed to the arena.
A cheer for the knights, the ladies, the lords. For our next entertainment, the teams shall cross swords. 2 rifle crews, 2 coteries shall fight full tilt till one drops to its knees. Who virtue ignores or lance blows unclean shall forever be branded as shameful, obscene. While the knights prepare, let me say I'm elated to behold such a crowd on edge breath bated.
He's just, Garro's just like, all right.
The past champion shall face. All others must leave, heads bowed in disgrace. Let us begin! Kraut, Resurrecus! Blood, sweat, and tears shall soon follow in buckets. Quickly! From the right! Now! Swish, swish, Cut! Slice! Smash!
Woo! All 5 of our guys are up.
The world's never seen a fight quite so glorious. For showing such verve, each knight was victorious. Yet in tourneys as in life, but one champion may reign. Today he is the one, praised be his name. He felt a whole host, slew the most. To Geralt of Rivia, who the strength of lions boasts.
There you go.
He sailed through all trials, each test he passed with ease. But now awaits the last. Will it bring him to his knees? For Gregoire de Gorgon, who on this ground last won, shall spar him for the title, and the day is done. To the tired remainder, we salute your endeavors. Return to your wives, your loves, your whomevers.
Your whomevers. Savage.
It is time. Step into the arena. Should you suffer grievous harm during combat, have you any last wishes? Any missives you wish passed to your loved ones?
Thanks, I'm fine.
The Witcher of Rivia, Geralt his name. Though aged be his visage, do not disdain. His locks true are white, but he was born to fight.
That's a big dude, man.
A titan of infamy, Gregoire de Gorgon, victor of last his tourney.
I wish both combatants good fortune and fame.
They sink the grounds, the titans locked stairs, ferocious and spry as wolves hunting hares. Mesdames et messieurs, our victor, our champion, the unequaled, Gregoire de Gorgon! Hip, hip, hooray! And now a few words from my sponsor, the Tufo Vineyard. For strong bones and teeth, drink Tufo. A wine for your table, a wine for your soul.
Flawless victory in all competitions? Hell yeah.
This is champion! A sight to behold! He defeated Gregoire de Gorgon! Hail Geralt! Herald!
That's a nice sword.
As patron of this grand tourney, I've the honor to decorate our grand champion. His vow he made upon his love for his heart's captor, and it was doubtless this vow that carried him to this splendid victory. He showed great courage, great strength, great composure. He fought nobly with honor, and thus rightfully deserves the title of this year's Champion of the Arena.
I need to talk to you.
Not now. We shall meet later in my tent. I have duties to attend to, as do you. Folk regard you, The least you should do is wave.
Is that like a gold sword? Looks like it. I didn't even see what the name of the sword was, to be honest.
Greetings, my lady. Have you decided?
I have. I stand by all I have said. I wish to endanger no one and thus choose the method involving an egg. If it's to be the egg of an oriole, I know where to find one. There is a nest in my clearing. Might you explain the nature of the ritual? Its exact course?
Sure, but seems your tense grown ears. Show yourself, Guillaume. Can hear you breathing, and I know damn well it's you.
Why are you here, sir? This is a private audience. Geralt, what is the meaning of this? Is this some scheme you've hatched unbeknownst to me?
No, no scheming involved. Guillaume hired me, but this matter relates to you, not him. Didn't invite him here in any case. Actually surprised he showed up.
My lady, I live to serve you. Whatsoever you require, you need but beckon. I am yours to command.
Are you quite finished? Is that all you wish to say?
I suppose so.
So you shall do what I command, sir. Very well then. Listen carefully. Leave this tent, turn towards the duchy's northern marches, and run. Run until the tawny grounds are no longer within sight. Return only once you've cooled off. Then leave me be forevermore. Understood?
Damn.
My lady, but your troubles. I only wish the Witcher see.
Out now!
Damn.
You assured me I could trust you.
I didn't tell him.
I kept your secret. Didn't tell him anything he didn't already know.
I understand he hired you, so you had to report to him. But this is not his affair, Geralt. This is my life.
See, I didn't tell him anything.
Absolutely sure you did the right thing? Not too hasty rejecting his help? Can't conduct the ritual using your reflection without him. Needed someone who'd willingly assume the curse in your stead.
And you thought I would agree to this? No, Geralt. When we spoke in the meadow, you told me of a ritual which required no lusty knights to aid us. This is the method I wish to pursue.
Need to find an egg, preferably an oriole's. Ritual itself isn't complicated, but like I said before, there'll be a side effect. Still sure you want to go through with it?
Yes. I saw a nest in the clearing where we spoke. But before we go, tell me, what will become of the chick?
We'll have to break the egg.
It's a fucking
Like
bird.
you said, not everyone gets a happy
Yeah,
ending.
exactly. It's a fucking bird. Come on.
And for a dream to come true, there must be sacrifices. Very
You're not
well.
putting it on someone else.
Let us go. This is the place. Oh no! A panther's got at the nest!
Stand back. I'll take care of this. Eggs fell in a moss patch. They're fine except for one. It's cracked.
Will it do?
Should.
Think so.
Now what must I do?
Just to be sure, gonna ask one last time. Positive you want to do this? If we succeed, the changes will be irreversible. You'll probably also only have 7 years left to live, at the most.
7 years free of the fear that someone might spy me at the wrong moment? Of the stigma of being a freak, a monster? 7 years of a life both true and unfettered. Yes, Geld. I'm certain I wish to do it.
All right. You need to concentrate now. Repeat after me. Muna Gandrau. Muna Finerat.
I might have to blur it again.
Muna Finerat. Muna Gandrau. Muna Finerat. Muana Gandrau. Muana Finerat.
Yep, good thing I timed it right. If she's got her clothes on, I'll
Geralt, look! Look! Oh, gods!
Alright, she's
I
good.
shall be able to attend balls. I shall travel to Oxenford, to Novigrad even. Thank you, Witcher.
Ought to thank Guillaume. He's the one hired me. To help you.
Yes, I'm grateful to him as well, immensely. Will you tell him so for me?
Yeah, exactly. Shouldn't you tell him yourself?
Should tell him yourself, don't you think?
Perhaps I should, but I would prefer not to. Convey my gratitude to him in my stead. Please, be so kind.
Sure.
Sure, I'll tell him. Farewell, Vivian.
Come on, Roach. I need to level up real quick. Can I not go this way? No, it's not.
Roach.
So you should be what? Ooh, what's that? Okay, I'm gonna cross the bridge on the left. See what that's all about.
Let's go.
Is this not the way? Oh my god.
Oh, you scared me half to death, Drifter. What do they call you? What's your crest? Speak.
I'm wearing it.
Geralt of Rivia, crest of the bridge. Hail and well met. Mind telling me why you're here?
For the head of Grottori, the monster from yon cave. I swore on my honor I would bring it to my betrothed, mounted on a pike.
Mm-hmm. Made any progress?
I've I've been gathering my strength. I shall attack soon. I gave my word, and my word is my honor.
Wouldn't happen to need any help, would you?
I don't know. After all, I did swear a solemn oath to...
Deposit the beast's head at your beloved's feet. No mention of you killing it all by yourself, though.
All in all, I suppose you're right. We must fight side by side, then. For honor.
Okay. Geralt's Rivia's sword. There you go. So compare that to all that. Yeah. I would gain a shit ton of armor piercing and critical hit chance, but the critical damage bonus and all the other stuff I'd lose. You save. Nice.
But I should be the one to lop off its head.
We gotta kill it first.
Not wrong.
Strange. No sign of Gretori.
Perhaps we should turn back, if there's no beat?
Impressive. You'd think you were in a winter garden. Cradle filled with children's shoes. Doubt I've ever seen a collection this grotesque.
What the hell's going on here? Oh, the movie came in.
Bones. Small skull. Fontanelle's not completely closed. An infant. Various babies. Clear as day now. Gretori must have taken them from its victims. Seems to be off somewhere, probably feeding. Need to lure it.
Gretori. There we go. So, Dimeridium Bomb, Relict Oil, and Igni. Okay. So, Relict Oil. I should have Relict Oil. Guess not. And mistletoe for that.
Very well. To work then. Gods, thy will be done.
don't even know. I don't even know what was happening in that fight. I just saw fucking flowers and vines being shot up, and then big boy. Like, okay. Why are you locking onto this? Dude, stop! What the fuck, man? I don't want to lock onto a flower. God, that was hell. I'm over here dancing around, not grabbing onto him, just every other fucking flower in the area. Fuck.
By my troth, the damned brute was sturdy. I'm grateful, Witcher. You aided me greatly. Please, you must accept this trifle as a token of my gratitude.
High time you returned to Beauclair, brave knight.
Nay, oh, nay. The head of this beast is a trifle, wholly inadequate to express the love I harbor for my betrothed. The world awaits. To honor her, I shall cut down another, more terrible beast.
Good luck with that.
Take my advice. Grab the damned head and cut the shit.
I beg your pardon. That I wish to make my beloved's name known the world over to bring her glory.
Shut up and listen. Crests, scrap metal armor, swooning damsels. All that's nothing to do with hunting monsters. Witches' work. Damn hard, dangerous, and thankless work that you're just not cut out for. Find some other way to prove your valor. Only thing you've proven so far is that you're a fool.
You do not mince words, Master. In Tucson, one might demand satisfaction upon trampled ground for a lesser slight. Yet, there is truth in what you say, I cannot deny. I survived with my life by a hair. It is time I returned home.
Faster.
Everybody's just screaming for their lives.
Witcher
Witcher act always. I pledge my lives to win the
Alright, here we go.
Geralt, what of Vivian?
Managed to lift her curse.
Truly? So all will be well. Her troubles are done?
No.
Asked me to give you a message. Said she's grateful. Thanks to you, she can live a normal life.
Good, good. But how does she fare?
Method she chose worked. Thing is, she might only live for a few years more. 7 or so, most likely. Though I could be wrong.
You had better be. You failed me, Witcher. I placed my trust in you and...
It was Vivian's decision.
Exactly.
Wanted to do it her way. Can't blame me for that. Got this bard friend. Philosopher too, I guess. Amateur. He'd say, if you love somebody, set them free.
Do you know what, Geralt? You earned your reward, so take it. But keep your advice to yourself. Adieu.
Wow. Lover boy's upset. How much food do I have left, by the way? I've got plenty of food. Quest, there we go. So up next, I'm gonna do this one, it looks like. Yep. The Death part, jeez. Alright. Just gonna go visit an old friend. Way down there. So is there no close area, I'm assuming? Probably not.
Problems. Hire a witcher.
Cold wind on my dink.
A fruitful hunt to you, Witcher.
Where are you skittering
The
off
exhibition
to,
of the
Sylvain?
Reginald Dobry monument will remain closed until further notice.
Closed? Why, we wrote an entire day.
Oh, we got something over here. What's this?
Yes, yes, like you
Where are you?
Master armor, maybe?
Another murder by the horrid beast! Milton the Peyrac Peyran falls victim to his own cowardice!
Greetings.
A witcher from the School of the Wolf, here in Tucson. Greetings. I'm Lazar Lafargue.
Geralt of Rivia. Seem pretty enthused. Got a job for me?
Rather. Mind you, it's no monster hunt, but I'm sure you'll be interested all the same. I'm an armorer, see, and
here we go.
I've
This
for
is the
years
guy.
sought diagrams for witcher armor of exceptional quality, Grandmaster level.
Heard of them. Never seen any, though. Thought they were lost.
Not quite. For I've been lucky enough to learn that their holders came to Tucson. Alas, they then perished, but I know where. I just need a partner to help me retrieve them.
If you know where to look, why not get them yourself?
No offense, but do I look like a rough-hewn adventurer? Besides, who would serve my clients while I romped about seeking them? No, I rather leave it to someone familiar with such matters. Bring me the diagrams, and from them I'll forge for you whatever you fancy.
Sounds good.
All these diagrams somehow wound up in Toussaint? How is that even possible?
Toussaint was once home to Tiensail, a legendary and now deceased elfin master armorer. Witches from all corners of the world came to him to forge their plate, their mail.
Heard about him. Supposed to have been the best.
And thus he charged a king's ransom for his work. Witches would take difficult, dangerous work to earn the coin to pay him. Some, alas, met with misfortune, and the diagrams they carried were left to rot with their earthly remains.
Got it. Find them, find the diagrams. But how can I know where to look for their remains?
As it happens, I learned my trade at Jensail's side. So I heard the stories of the missing witches firsthand. What he told me Well, that is what discouraged me from seeking the diagrams out myself. We must strike a deal. I shall tell you all I know. In return, once you found the diagrams, you will let me draft a copy.
Sure.
This elven master, how'd he end up taking a human for an apprentice?
My father forged armor. As a youngster, I helped him, then began forging my own pieces. Master Tiensail saw my work and offered to take me on as his apprentice. Only now, years on, do I realize the honor that was. Alas, my master perished in a massacre later, slain by racists. Though he taught me everything he knew, I did not manage to complete the guild's requirements for Grand Master while he lived. I know I have no equal in the trade. Yet, until I complete Witcher armor of Grandmaster quality, I shall never be certain I've become my teacher's equal.
Where do I look for these diagrams?
I know of 5 likely fallen witches, each from a different school of the wolf, griffin, cat, bear, and manticore. Which should I start with?
Tell me about my brother, the wolf.
His name was Aton. I remember him well. My master liked him, helped him find a safe, yet well-paid contract. A few years ago, an archaeological expedition arrived in Toussaint from Castel Gropia. They questioned my master about the elfin ruins at Termes. He warned them of the danger there and recommended they take Aton as an escort.
What kind of danger did he mean? Any idea?
Legend claims wraiths haunt the chambers beneath Termes. I cannot say if there is any truth to this, but both the scholars and the Witcher disappeared without a trace.
The Griffin. What can you tell me about him?
He came some 200 years ago, but my master remembered him well. This Witcher was not stripped of emotions, you see, as his colleagues were. He had taken on a contract at Fort Usa and required better gear. He showed my master his diagrams, paid a deposit, and was never seen again. Apparently he rode off one night from the fort, never to return.
Any idea where he went?
No. It said he left in a rush, so he may have left something behind. Only ruins remain of Fort Usar, but you may wish to search them.
Let's talk about the cat.
A year ago, Bartolome Delaunay, the ducal armorer, asked me to confirm the authenticity of a Witcher diagram he had received by messenger. You see, at the time he was working on new armor for the ducal guard. A Witcher from the School of the Cat offered to sell him diagrams for a full set of gear. The diagrams would have been helpful indeed.
The diagram you saw, was it really a Witcher diagram?
Beyond any doubt. It's a shame Delaunay didn't let me draft a copy. He was quite shaken up, afraid the Witcher might simply kill him and take his coin. Possibly a well-founded fear. Soon after, Delaunay disappeared without a trace. I would have searched his former home for clues, but it has fallen into disrepair, and it is simply too dangerous there.
Tell me more about the bear, can you?
He appeared shortly after Master Tiensail took me on as his apprentice. I remember the bear-head medallion that hung from his neck. I remember a towering witcher who haggled like a fishwife.
Witchers never have too much coin.
True. This one clearly was not wealthy. But he pledged to bring us coin after he completed a contract at the Tufo vineyard, where a building had just collapsed. Time passed. The bear never showed, and my master sent me to the Tufo estate. As it turned out, the Witcher had indeed accepted a job. Yet that was all they heard of him, and that is all I know.
School of the Manticore. Probably know the least about it, though once, long ago, wore some armor forged there.
My master said the Manticores have their fortress in the Far East. A century passed, one of their number came to him, a witcher named Merton. He made a poor impression on my master. He stank like a dwarfen still, and quarreled fiercely all the time. Tien Sahil slammed the door in his face and told him to return when he sobered up. He would conduct no business with a drunk. The Witcher, however, failed to return. Folk say he got into a booze-fueled brawl with the ducal guard. He was arrested and sentenced. Bastoy prison, where he was held, well, it's been a ruin for years. Still, you may want to start your search there.
What do you have on offer?
$90 stamina? Damn!
Farewell.
Good luck on the path.
Alright. That's way too much, man.
Nothing doing. Something reeks around.
Beware of the beast. Turn your Now I shall sink you a song. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Scrawny grey ill-fated.
Das Speklepiota. Man's root for love.
Ugly bastard. inscriptions in Elder speech. Salvation lies not in Dol Nevde, but in our hearts. Glory be to Eldarin. Damn. Professor's journal's long gone. Guess somebody else found out about it too. Should look around, see if I can find something else. Professor certainly can't do much to help me with my search. Footprints. Narrow and shallow. Somebody small, light. Woman, maybe? Wonder where they lead. Damn it. Trail breaks off. Wonder if the grave robber learned more than I did. Won't learn anything else here. Map Triss sent me will have to do. Also, Epitaph mentioned both Eldarin and Dol Nevde, Valley of the Nine. Site marked on the map's all wet now. Sans Retour flows through there. Must be where the Valley of the Nine once lay. Need to explore the location.
Ooh, way over there. Come here, Roach.
Come on.
Wine is better than stew.
Granny Chills.
The days pass. The pile of
Go, go.
That's a big ass bear. Ow. A lot of money. Oh, hello. Just a portal just sitting there. Did he just yawn?
Grave robber must have found something in Moreau's tomb to activate the entry portal. Wonder what surprises this place has in store.
Something down there.
Implanted spikes. Sick sense of humor someone's got.
So there was something over there.
Seems someone besides me might be ferreting around here. Someone slim. Maybe I can sling through there. Need to find a way around.
Really? I'm about to say you're gonna tell me I can't go this way?
Soaked. Grave robber was wounded while attempting the climb. Needed to bandage up. Managed to avoid the panthers at least.
So I came through here. Along the route of the laboratory, I've installed a mechanism for locking and unlocking the doors, which is operated by pressing 4 protruding stones placed high up on the walls. I can bypass this lock with ease by using a simple spell, but a common thief will be faced a double challenge. First, he must notice these stones and puzzle out the purpose, then he must find a way to press them. So a simple spell could also do it, okay.
I just do this.
what's over here? Nothing? Yep. Oh, what do we have here? Gold casket, the fuck?
Course. Locked. Notes I found mention 4 protruding stones. Gotta press them somehow. Crossbow, maybe? Could try to hit them. Not bad. Wouldn't mind having something like that myself.
True. Alright, so I see 1, 2, 3, 4. There it is. Alright, here we go.
Did it. Interesting as places go. Seems someone put a lot of thought into its design. Should look around. Gargoyles sure don't look willing to help.
Nope. They're gonna be jumping at my ass.
Unwanted guest. Intruder. You are not welcome.
Yeah, figured as much.
Time to kill gargoyle to...
Great. Portals. This just keeps getting better.
Okay.
Damn it. Back where I started.
So, not the right, so let's try straight.
Damn it. Back where I started.
So it's left, alright.
Alright. Gotta find the next portal.
So left then right.
Damn it. Wrong again.
So left.
Some clue around here. Alright. Now to find the next portal.
Then left again. Nope.
Damn it. Back where I started.
So left.
Alright.
Then all the way
Now to
around
find the
straight.
next portal.
I go back in it.
Damn it. Back where I started.
So the only portal that's available is the
Right.
one straight ahead.
Now
How do I get
find
to
the
that?
next portal.
Oh, I can go down. Oh, okay. Try right.
Statues seem oddly oriented, as if to all face in one direction. The right portal, maybe?
Sure about that? Okay. So this one.
Damn it. Back where I started.
No. So okay, so it is this one.
Alright. Alright.
But
Now to find the
the
next
statue
portal.
is facing the one above. Ah. I see, I see.
Alright. Now to find the next portal.
It's looking down there. Not that one, then all the way above, all the way up there. There we go.
Must be where Moreau had his lab. Just need to pick an entry.
First entry.
The 18th of Yule, year 1102. Today I begin my great life's endeavor, one greater and more significant than any I have thus far undertaken, for it relates to me personally, to myself and my son. When 15 years passed, a beast of the forest assaulted me. A witcher came to my aid, saved my life. I could not know that for said salvation, I would in the end pay by relinquishing any say as to my own son's fate. Had I the skill to turn back time, I would have done so, and perished rather than surrender to the Witchers my only son. But as it was, on the day when Jerome was taken, I swore an oath on my honor that I would recover my son. Today, following years of research and preparation, I have at last devised a device that allows me to study mutations. If the gods in their goodness grant me but a bit of favor, I shall find a way to reverse said mutations and restore Jerome to a normal life.
So, Professor wasn't out to enhance Witcher mutations, wanted to reverse them. Wonder if he managed, and if there's anything in it for me. Crystal for this entry's missing. Might be somewhere. Should look around.
Observation number 30. The mutations do not set in at once. Curiously, they do not develop over a span of time. Rather, for a mutation to progress towards completion, the appropriate mutagen must be applied continuously. The subject does not bear this well, but I found a way to make the mutations less taxing, invasive. To the mutagen base, I add the albumin of a mutated giant centipede egg. Stored in a glass terrarium, the eggs do not develop, remain small. The eggs themselves are a sight to behold. Mutated, they are luminescent, emitting a wondrous glow. I can only hope my addition of the albumin will produce no significant side effects. Time will tell.
Crystal for this entry's missing. Might be somewhere. Should look around.
Years of experiments, research, sacrifice, all for naught. I have failed to achieve my defined objective. Each mutation I applied to my subjects proved ineffective when applied to Jerome. What I meant to cure him of his witcherism, that which I meant to restore to him a normal life, only deepened his mutations, further augmented his speed and strength, rendered him yet more inhuman. It seems my son must remain a witcher forever. I have failed. The time has come to abandon this place. Return home to Lydia. She may yet deign to take me back. The contraption and mutagens I leave here, let them wither and crumble, as did my dreams of regaining my son.
So the professor wanted to reverse the mutation's effects. Ended up deepening them. Stroke of luck for me. Could profit from his failure. So, Professor tried to neutralize the effects of Witcher mutations. Only managed to enhance them, though. Used the albumins of giant centipede eggs as his mutagen base. Need to go on an egg hunt. Quite the library. Mostly tomes on mutations and genetics. Preserved organs. Hope their donors weren't forced to give them up. Intriguing as machinery goes, but how do I start it up? Guessing this man didn't come here willingly.
Hello?
Crystals. Should mount them in the megascope. Missing 2 crystals.
I know, I have 2 of them. Jeez.
Just need to pick an entry.
There we go.
Observation 22. Despite applying a surfeit of toxic substances, significantly more than usual, the subject displayed no symptoms of overdosing. I believe this to be an effect of the mutations. Thus, a minor success. This mutation should allow Jerome better to tolerate toxicity. Observation 58. Sometimes failure is the catalyst for success. I've discovered a method by which one type of mutagen may be transmuted into another through the addition of certain ingredients. This is a great day for science. In addition, I observed that today's dose of mutagens brought the subject to the brink of death. He then suddenly awoke, revived, his strength renewed. Not wholly, of course, but he did in a sense come back from the edge of death. Whether this is attributable to his mutations or to pure coincidence cannot be ascertained. I must conduct further experiments.
Seen enough. Mom's awake and she's not in a good mood. Stand here, ugly. Another one.
This here lurking? Hell yeah.
Need your eggs.
Appreciate it, Josh. So where the fuck are the eggs? I'm assuming they're deeper in. Must be. More. Can I go this way? Nice. Where? Unless it goes... I'd assume right here. There we go, there we go. Undress and activate the Morose contraption. Oh, here we go.
Intriguing as machinery goes.
Oh my god. There. You happy?
I started to drop my armor, leave my weapons.
Right, come on. There we go.
Professor's mutagens might work on me as they did on his son. Well, time to find out.
So he looks a little short for that, but alright. Good girl? You unlocked the mutation system. Mutations let you gain new capabilities, increasing your advantage over normal men, giving you an added edge in killing monsters. Learn more, open the character panel. What the fuck? To use mutations first, you must research them. To do this, choose one of the available. I'm gonna do this one probably. For mutation research to finish successfully, you must devote the required number of ability points and mutagens to it. Oh, okay. Sword attacks deal 25% more damage to human opponents, immune to counterattacks and monsters. In all the cases, the check vitality is less than 25%. Counter check immediately triggers a finisher. Nice. Choose one of the advanced mutations. Okay. Mutations, you must first elect the other basic ones. Information, yada yada yada. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna do this one first, which need ability points and a grader. And yeah, I got one grader, so I need to make some more. Alright, anything else? It says leave, I can go this way. Now let's switch to the exit door.
A power cell for portals. Feels dead. Maybe a sign will revive it.
Actually... Nope. Nope. Axie? Jesus. I'm so confused. What sign? Oh. I'm an idiot. I was like, what the fuck am I doing wrong? I completely forgot there's a key. Oh, hello. There's a key you have to hit. So, nice. Okay, quest. Yeah, I know. Regis is right. I mean, since I'm right here. Fuck it, I might as well. I'm literally right here. I'm just tell him, oh yeah, I was busy doing the laboratory, you know, in the lake right there. Just avoid that bear.
Regis. Picked some other place to meet.
Regis!
Damn it. Locked. No way I got the place wrong. This is it. Gotta be. Gotta be another way in around here. Your head from my saddle. Wars. Got victuals aplenty around here. Kicking more eggs. Need to incinerate these to ash. That's some stuff. Your head from my saddle.
Alright then. What's over here? Ooh.
Nahalani's eye. Ought to use it.
Oh.
Interesting.
We have here. The hell is that? It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Knight's Oath, huh? Oh, I took a shit.
Agreed to meet a vampire at a cemetery. How much more cliche can you get?
Nothing comes readily to mind.
Could have left the door unlatched.
What of my privacy? I value it rather deeply. Unmolested, especially by unwanted guests, that's my preferred state. Besides, I knew you'd find a way to get in.
True enough. Need to find your friend. I'm hoping you'll agree to help.
I shall do whatever's in my power. Yet what you want or even need must matter little. What matters is what Dettlaff wants. If he does not wish to be found, you will not find him. Ever. End of story.
Come on. Gotta be some way.
Vampires can evade detection by the senses, and no divination magic works on us. Even the most precise megoscope would be useless.
And this? Could this help?
His hand?
Wherever did you get that?
Off one of the beast's victims, found by a bend in the river. Body was chopped in pieces. 3 of those pieces were hands. Hand with the ring seemed the odd one out. Abruxa had taken an interest in it.
It's Dettlaff's hand, without a doubt. It will do splendidly.
The hand. What do you plan to do with it?
You've heard of Kovinaris' theory of tissue memory retention.
Rings a distant bell. Read about it in Alchemia Oblitera. There's a copy at Kaer Morhen, tattered, nearly disintegrated. But if memory serves, Kovinaris never managed to prove it worked.
He did prove it, just never managed to publish his findings. He and I corresponded, you see, after we became friends. Thus, I know he completed his research and performed the first tests. It's complicated, so without delving into details, it is possible to use any piece of tissue to reconstruct what a whole body experienced.
How's it work? We need any special equipment?
We must brew a decoction which Kovinaris gave a rather poetic name, resonance. Once imbibed, it sends one into a trance similar to that induced by narcotics. This triggers visions of events linked to strong emotions experienced by the tissue's owner. Picture it as dreaming a fragment of someone's life.
Any chance we might see what Dettlaff was doing just before he lost his hand?
Indeed. Though I also hope resonance will reveal the location of Dettlaff's hideout.
Ring's pretty intriguing. Made of no metal I've ever seen. And the ornamentation.
It comes from our home, where we lived before the conjunction of spheres. It's actually mine. I received it from a dear old friend. You might call him a humanist. He saw us vampires as guests here, guests who owe their hosts, meaning you humans and the elder races, respect.
Respect? Meaning not to treat us like cattle to be slaughtered for food?
Precisely. And the reason why I, in turn, gave it to Dettlaff. To remind him of the ideals my old friend championed.
Can't you just summon Dettlaff? You're both hired vampires, there's gotta be a way.
If I'm to be entirely candid, there is indeed one. But believe me, we will be better off never availing ourselves of it. It is a last resort. Absolutely.
Last resort? The hell? Why?
There is a being who can summon Dettlaff. Possesses the authority, even the power, to force him to appear in a given place. But the very act of contacting this being, well, it's akin to walking a slack line extended over a chasm filled with molten lava. An exercise as perilous to me as it would be to you. A risk I'm unwilling to take. I beg you, let's do it my way. It will be both quicker and easier.
Kovinaris spent half his life proving his theory. Wild guess. Making a dose of resonance won't be easy.
You guessed correctly. In addition to Dettlaff's tissue, we shall need a powerful occipital lobe stimulant. Effectively a poison, to make one susceptible to visions.
Well, got a few ingredients to choose from. Unfortunately, all are pretty rare. There's Mamoon glands. The closest ones I know of are in Vizima. A spotted white saliva would also serve, but they were culled to extinction over a century ago. Could go with a kobold's eyes, but the creatures are sentient. Rather not gouge one's eyes out.
Given that we lack the time to sleuth this out ourselves, permit me to summon some help.
was that?
A raven? Rather a common sight at this latitude. Very intelligent fowl. I asked him to look for the creatures you mentioned. Him and his brethren. Perhaps they'll find one in the area, and I would hazard that a flock of ravens will spy any said creature faster than a solitary witcher would. With all due respect to your skills, my friend. It will take them some time, nonetheless, so perhaps you'd care for a snifter of mandrake.
Rarely say no to a snifter.
Sadly, this is but a weak infusion rather than a proper distillate.
Even better. I remember your mandrake hooch. Made people say things they'd have rather kept to themselves.
Now, what could Geralt of Rivia prefer to keep to himself?
Everyone's got some secret.
I agree wholeheartedly. I also believe it wise at times to share one's secrets, unburden oneself to those one can trust.
This your sophisticated way of asking me if I trust you?
I prefer almost always to ask you directly. It seems a test of intelligence, one you just passed.
Maybe you should go first. Reveal one of your secrets. After all, you vampires lead very interesting lives.
Anything in particular interest you?
Curious what you did after you were reborn.
As I'm sure you can surmise, at first I was thoroughly absorbed with recovering. As it is, I've still not recovered completely. Yet I was so weak the first year that I could not stand nor move on my own. Detlef bore my weakness.
Almost at 1K. We're almost there, man. We're almost there, B. We're getting closer, brother. We're getting closer.
And I'd have regenerated far slower.
Nice, bro. Yep.
Once I could at last stand unassisted, I set off for Bruges, for my one-time home of Dillingen. There I led the peaceful life of a rural healer and surgeon, enjoying my neighbours' respect and, in fact, constituting the exact opposite of the monstrous vampire the populace imagines.
Bruges, you say? Rebirth make you sentimental?
Perhaps a dash. But what of you? Where have you been? Ever find your Cyrilla?
Try Bioshock series? I had no idea.
Yeah.
I never played it.
But we parted again soon after. And when the time was ripe, she came back. Defeated the Wild Hunt together.
Ooh. Seems I certainly missed quite a bit while I was absent.
True enough. But it's a
I've heard good things
conversation
too,
we'll
yeah.
have another time. Need to know more about you now. Gotta ask you the big question. One everyone wonders about. What happens after death?
New jobs? New jobs since when? I got a new job in March.
The gods is well founded. Well, that I do not know. We vampires differ exceedingly from you humans. Our matter, that of which we are composed, can exist without form. We require neither a heart, nor a brain, nor air to breathe.
But were you dead?
As humans understand death, yes.
Feel anything? Understand anything?
It's rather hard to explain. I felt something very unsettling. Something I cannot even name, for I did no reasoning. Only after rebirth did I begin to understand that what I had felt was cold and unimaginable fear. If not for Detlef, I might have drowned in an eternity of icy terror.
Can't have been alive then. Sheesh. Experience like that must be vicious.
Indeed, it's...
I have heard about
hard
that
to
video.
compare to anything I know. Yet you are aware we don't see death as you do. The way you cling to life, we find it entirely peculiar.
Yeah,
you
me too,
are
man.
mortals. Ergo, it's a foregone conclusion. You will die. It's but a question of time. Thus, I often find myself wondering why you try so very hard. To die at 20 years, 40, even 100, what's the difference? They're all but the blink of an eye.
Depends on your point of view. Man who's got 1,000,000 crowns to spend can't possibly understand one who's only got 20.
Very true. One's outlook can indeed change much.
I mean, the only thing I can think of is if it's true that they do a third DLC, the only thing I can think of is it's a final goodbye to The Witcher, or to Geralt. Because I know at the end of this DLC, he does make a fourth wall kind of break straight to the player. I feel like that's probably the best goodbye, in my opinion. But the only thing I can think of is if they want to give him a proper goodbye, like, hey, we've connected it, we've made the new game. Here is like the goodbye to Geralt and hello to Ciri kind of DLC. If true, that's my best guess as to what it would probably be. But I'd rather her voice from Witcher 3. Oh, I had to listen to both, I guess, for voice.
Got a new life, a new body. That give you a new start? Blank slate?
Starting all anew is a very broad concept. What exactly do you mean?
Your blood addiction, say. Wondering if your body's the same, if it still remembers. Maybe if you drank now, you wouldn't get hooked.
All addictions are a form of slavery. Re-addiction's not a risk I'm willing to take, just to test a hypothesis about corporeal regeneration and whether propensities carry over.
Fair enough. Curiosity, that's all. Sorry.
Not to worry, Geralt. Curiosity is a natural reaction under the circumstances, apart from which I've always valued that trait in you.
Her voice in 4, I don't really like. Oh, okay, not gonna lie, if Ciri was a romance option, I would have if she was not his daughter. Pretty sure that's everybody, bro. That's everybody who plays the game.
Always fascinated me the way vampires can regenerate. A hand growing back is one thing, but Detloff recreating you out of a wet smear? Something else entirely.
A difficult and laborious process, but one that's possible, as my presence proves. But I've heard you too had quite the adventure. They say you lost your memory.
For a bit, but Triss helped me get it back. Actually, pretty damn lucky I only had amnesia.
Yes, you humans are rather buggered in those terms. To strip you of life is, well, it's just plain easy. I've always pitied you in that regard. We vampires are much harder nuts to crack. If a member of another race kills one of us, we can be reborn with a living higher vampire's help. However, if one of our own strikes the deadly blow, death is permanent. There can be no rebirth. One of the chief reasons why vampires long ago swore never to fight one another.
Damn. Grandmaster Bear Gear is so OP. I talked to the Grandmaster, so I have all the scavenger hunt crap to get from him. Right now, I'm wearing the entire Viper set from Hearts of Stone. So, like, you can get all this set through the manuscripts and all that stuff, except for the Silver Sword. The Silver Sword, Viper Sword, you can only get if you challenge Gaunter, which is exactly what I did. So I have the entire Viper set on right now. When he hands it to be light, okay.
All right, give you one question. What do you want to know?
One question to ask one as fascinating as you, Geralt. Cruel parsimony, I'd say, but I shall do my best to make it count.
It literally looks just like Geralt at the beginning of the
If you
game.
were to die and be reborn as I was, in your new life, would you choose to be a Witcher?
I feel like if he died and was reborn, he would definitely choose something else. There's no way he would just continue doing what he's done his whole life if he died. There's no way.
That's what interests you most? Whether I'd like to be a Witcher again?
Many things interest me, but we've not much time left. Please answer.
Never chose to be a Witcher. Fate chose for me. Had it been my choice, I'd have picked a different profession. A profession where I wouldn't have to risk my life every minute of every day. Maybe even one that had earned me some respect.
Thank you for being honest. Honesty is an attribute of the truly brave, and thus a privilege of the very few.
Still no sign of your winged friend. Sure it understood what you wanted?
Dead certain. Let's wait a bit longer. It'll return soon, don't doubt that for a moment. Ever vigilant, even in his sleep. Quite vampire-like, in fact. Are you absolutely certain they don't administer a few of our genes during the trial of the grasses?
appreciate the compliment. Got something for me?
You were right. No kobolds or mamoons for miles around.
Knew it.
Allow me to finish. You see, there's this spotted white. It haunts an abandoned residence in the Caraberta woods.
Impossible. My brethren hunted down every last spotted white before I was born.
Then it seems you must revise your knowledge of spotted whites. For somehow this one managed to survive your brethren's onslaught. It seems I know this home it haunts. Recall a tale about it. Locals believe the place cursed. Perhaps that's how the white survived entirely unmolested.
Know anything else about this curse?
I don't recall much in particular. Really don't attach much importance to such things. It was mentioned to me as an anecdote, no more.
Come on, search your memory. Something, anything could be important.
I believe it had a relation to hunger, or, perhaps greed, rapacity. Someone was punished for something...
Textbook definition of a curse, pretty much.
Sorry, Geralt, I try not to clutter my mind with the details of every far-fetched tale I happen to hear. What are your thoughts?
A specimen of a species thought long extinct, and a curse in one place. That a coincidence, or are they related?
Ah, professional curiosity. Personally, I've nothing against you delving into this dilemma, but please remember we need the white's saliva. Nothing beyond that.
Which era for video games would you say is the best? 2010s. Hands down, dude. 2010s. The 2000s and 2010 definitely had some good ones. Had some bass. Had some beginning, going up. But 2010s, hands down, were the best overall.
Whites rarely appear in the woods, even less likely to find them in abandoned human homes. They inhabit remote wildernesses, old abandoned cemeteries.
What's your point?
This might not be a spotted white after all. Your little helper might have made a mistake.
I sincerely doubt it. Ravens are devilishly intelligent creatures, and they've highly developed observational skills.
What exactly did they observe?
The area around the estate. It's covered in spoons.
Spoons?
Spare me the skeptical smile. I'm but the bearer of this news. Or perhaps this spotted white is a hoarder. Or the spoons are somehow related to the curse.
Let's do this.
Best game of all time. Top 5, bro. I can't. How about this? V? I might wrap the stream somewhat earlier than what I thought. I was gonna wrap it at like 6, and it's 3 now. I've been very tempted. I'm not gonna be some game journalist bullshit or whatever, but I'm not gonna do game ranks type style either. But I'm very tempted to put a spreadsheet down and just have my games, and then have certain categories like open world, battle royale, stuff like that. Those categories, and then have it spread across like story, gameplay, graphics, and like all that. To equal 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10, like fucking IGN and them do. I'm very tempted to do that because I will admit I've had definitely a handful of people ask me, oh, what do you recommend for this game? What do you recommend for this? What do you recommend if I want this kind of type of a game? And I have to like search through my fucking memories to try and remember, and I could just refer to the spreadsheet and be like, yeah, there you go. That's exactly what I grade. So I'm tempted to do that. I'm very tempted.
Uses it in its brews.
Do you imagine the white will simply sell you some?
Worst case scenario, I'll bring you its salivary glands. They ought to do as well.
For a moment there, I imagined you asking the white to spit into a vial. Quite amusing as a thought, but the salivary glands will do fine indeed.
So, see you later.
Yes, till later. I shall start by perusing some tomes.
Tomes? Thought you were gonna make this decoction.
We require one last ingredient. Alas, obtaining it could prove a trifle toilsome. Thus, I hope to identify a suitable alternative.
All right. Good luck.
And to you, my friend.
Bro, most game journalists I don't like. They trash some good games. Too true. Like Days Gone, damn straight, bro. I love Days Gone. I would ask you're a gamer who plays games and are honest. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like everyone keeps kind of like, you know what? Game journalists are a fucking joke. Like, I don't know if you noticed, or I figure if you remember, when Doom 2016 came out, some game journalist made a playthrough and was like showing clips, and they like clearly did not know what an FPS shooter was, like period. They just had no idea how to play Doom, and it was a mess. I distinctly remember that. So yeah, gaming journalists are fucking jokes. They aren't gamers. It's fucking pathetic. Game ranks I like. They're kind of off on some games and how they depict, because they're getting, in my opinion, they're getting kind of dated. Game ranks, they only genuinely enjoy like older games, like 2000s, 2010s. A lot of the new stuff they might touch, but they don't really know or actually play. So you're getting very basic, not I haven't played this game answers, and I'm like, so. Also, Resident Evil 2 Remake. Yeah, I played 2 Remake, yep, as campaigns, and they played the same 1 or 2 times and said it's repetitive. Exactly. Like, man, no, I played Resident Evil 2. I streamed it. It's on my Let's Plays, the remake, and I played both Claire and... Fuck, I don't remember his name. It's really true, bro. I agree. Yeah, I can't remember his name. Is it Leon? Yeah, Leon. Leon and Claire. Yeah, Leon. So I played both their storylines and played it all the way and beat it. And I attempted to do the alternative stories, and I was like, no thanks. And then I heard, okay, if you do a new game plus, then you'll unlock a little bit extra. And if you do it like a third time or something like that, then you get the real ending. And it's like, oh my god, I'm good. I had a good time, but I'm good. So yeah, I've been very tempted to bust out like a spreadsheet and then like just start jotting down what I think, I guess, and then maybe I'll do like a kind of game ranks kind of style review of the game, IGN review. I don't know. But I know I definitely want to make a spreadsheet just so I can have a quick answer, not necessarily have videos, but have a answer. You should, yeah. I'm getting real tempted too. I'm getting real tempted too. So, like I said, I might call it in the next like hour, and then I'll work on that, and then I'm gonna go run to Walmart and get me some noodles, because I forgot to buy noodles, and I'm gonna make me beef noodles and mashed potatoes for dinner. All right, so yeah, that's way over there. No thanks. So what's another decent quest we could try out? So what about this one? Fists of Fury? I want a fist fight. Oh, curator, yep. Okay. So I guess I could do the fist fight. Oh yeah, they're like spread across the city. Alright. And F's is it to be the real one and not someone who played 1 hour of the game, say 7 out of 10. Yeah, too true. Always fun enjoying your stream, bro. Yeah. The one thing I will be very clear about, if I do go that route, is I will say, hey, these are only for games that I have either played or played and streamed. And you can verify, if I've streamed it, you can verify, 1, yeah, this guy has actually played it. And 2, you can see my genuine reactions as I play the game, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm only going to review that. I'm not going to review games I haven't touched. And the only thing I can think of that if I would review something and then not play it for more than a few hours, just because I'm like, I hate this shit, I won't touch this. No, I'm gonna go fist fight this guy. Yes, for sure, to be honest, exactly. Where's the guy right here?
Do you wish to jump in?
Considering
it. Let's do it.
You're not surprised. Consider this as well. Here, intellect counts as much as strength.
You see, Mancomb is no ordinary fighter.
Mancomb? First I've ever encountered that name.
One should never judge an opponent by his name. Master Mancomb is a savage, though a valiant one at that. His blows...
What now? They're just saying game trash because it takes too long to start up. Yeah, right? And I will say the big, huge thing, I will say, if I ever do that, is I'm not gonna review a game on how buggy or of a shit launch it is. Like, I'm not. I'm gonna add that as a note, you know, like for example, Payday 3, my absolute garbage launch. It was ridiculous. You'd be sitting there for hours, maybe get one game, whatever. Just note that. I'm not gonna put that in the grade though. Like if it's a buggy fucking Cyberpunk 2077, I was a huge fan for that. I played it off the bat. I had a PC, so I was fine. I had enough power, I was fine. But obviously consoles, it was a shit show. It was absolute garbage. I didn't encounter any problems, but it was garbage. And then now over time, which I am gonna do a second playthrough, and they say Cyberpunk 2.0, you know, I'm gonna replay it with the DLC, and we're gonna see how it goes. But yeah, I'm just gonna be straight honest of what the game is, not the issues that they could fix. Ooh, place a bet. All right, let's do 50 because I don't know.
Let's start.
Oh, my knees quake like a carnival rattle.
Let's get on with this ridiculous battle.
I'm a top taunter, the best around, not one to be beaten by some inbred hound.
Your taunts? I've heard dogs retch things more profound. Hear how pathetic and stupid you sound.
Well, how then is this for a clever tongue twister? You're a bum-botching, blackened, bile-filled blister.
Think you're confused. That sounds more like your sister. I'm immune to disease, but even I'd die if I kissed her.
You aren't worthy to empty my sister's bedpan. You mange-ridden mutant, not even a man.
Should have quit before we began. Gonna make you wish you'd turned tail and ran.
Why, you... bad... I've got to admit, you know how to roast a man. You win.
Mean we're not gonna fight?
Why? I told you, you've won.
The Witcher wins,
okay.
Beating Mancomb at his own game.
You out-tongued me.
Yep. It's like Sleeping Dogs. I find really good. Dude, Sleeping Dogs was the shit. I love that game. That was great. People say it's a GTA copy. I mean, I say too. Hold on, let me catch up. Sleeping Dogs story and gameplay was unique and addictive. Too true. I find it really good. Yes, I would tell everybody that. Yeah, it's pretty much a GTA copy paste. But then I add on that it's a completely different story, a completely different world, storyline, how everything interacts with each other. It's like GTA adjacent essentially. But I would just put on there GTA copy or adjacent just so people are able to instantly understand exactly what kind of gameplay they expect. But I'm still going to add on to that, obviously. I'm not just like, oh, it's GTA copy, that's trash. No.
Only because I'm under the weather today. I'd have lashed you raw otherwise.
Right, sure.
Two more champions to defeat before you can challenge the Maestro. Still Waters is to be found in Oatville, not far from Mountebank Alley, while Colossus fights in the largest courtyard in San Sebastian.
Okay. I call it hidden gen. Oh yeah, big time. Big time, dude. Big. That fucking cat just hissed at me, man. Can you believe that?
They shook the Witcher on the beast.
Another murder by the horrid beast. Milton the Peyrak falls victim to his own...
So what I'll probably do is I'll just finish these fights out and then I'll probably wrap it up.
Master Witcher, a man of terror. Shall you face off against Still Waters? Shall you? Shall you?
Like to know who I'm punching. This knight won't reveal his name or face. Won't say anything at all, not a word.
Rein in your curiosity, sir. A knightly vow is no idle promise. Still Waters shall conceal both face and crest until such time as one defeats him. So, Will you fight or not?
Okay. Love to join the streams. Hell yeah, V. Thank you, thank you. So Josh, how long have you been live for? I've been live for 3 hours, but I think I was live for like 2 hours as well before the stream cut and I had to restart it. I've recently been playing Neverwinter. It's a game from 2016 and it's fire. I've heard of Neverwinter, but I've never played it. I want as much money as possible, so
I challenge you to a duel.
Is that a woman?
Noble lords and virtuous
Is that why?
ladies, another fight is soon to begin.
I swear I heard like a feminine voice going, mm-hmm. That's gotta be a woman. Ow. Ooh, knockout. Probably a girl, yeah, I think, here we go.
The Witcher defeats the previously invincible Still Waters. And what about it was? Freed of his vow, the knight can now show his face.
Your blows are strong and true.
Ah, I was right.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Have you naught to add? I'm a woman. No wry remarks?
What for? It's the 13th century. Nothing peculiar about it.
Exactly.
Run taverns, run farms, and fight.
Will you not claim there was no honor in fighting a wench?
No. I'd expect to hear that from someone who was afraid to lose to a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Now only Colossus stands between you and a chance at the Maestro. San Sebastian, that's where you should go. Look for the largest courtyard.
Knew it, yep, exactly. Alright, last fight, guys.
In the north, there's a land. Whoa, friend. Calm down.
I go fight this Colossus. I'm gonna get my ass whooped.
A smashing place we have.
Such are the times, my good fellow.
Summoning a Witcher? Was that truly necessary? And our knights.
Oh, here he comes. I hear.
Second last fight, you mean? Oh, that's true, that's true. Make sure it was the last fight.
Oh! Hey, Master Witcher, will you
Oh
face
my
Colossus?
god, he's big.
Oh, now you look to be a man in search of exertion. Hey, Whitelocks, will you dare to fight Colossus?
Ah, damn, dude, that guy is built like a truck.
Colossus. Interesting as monikers go. Or is that what his mother called him out of the womb, too?
Why would she not have? Colossus. It rings out with pride and passion. So, will you fight?
Fine. Let's fight.
Ah, boring. I'm not interested. Quick I am, too quick for you. It'll be knick-knack, patty-whack. Here's your arm bone. Where's the sport in it?
Don't want to fight? Why bother looking for challengers then? Wasting my time.
Whoa, a bit testy are we? A Witcher, right?
You parry 3 blows, I
Let's do
throw
it
your
like
way where you
this.
win.
You parry
You
3
can't swing
blows,
at me,
I
not
throw
once.
your way, you win.
Sure.
But you can't swing at me, not once. Just deflect my blows, got it? Catch 3 of them, and I'll toss you double your wager.
Feeling that generous?
I can try that.
No, I just know you can't do it. No one's ever done it. Too fast, see? So, willing to try for 3 blocks?
Yeah.
Fine. Doubt I'll have any trouble deflecting a few blows.
That I get. At long last, one with a sportsman's soul. Now, listen. The rules say you're not to start your parry until I've cocked my fist. Standing with your guard ups, not allowed.
Ladies and gentlemen, witness a most
Yeah, so it has to be a perfect parry. There is no
How shall I
holding
say
it
this?
and waiting.
The Witcher has accepted a colossal challenge.
Alright, let's do this. One.
Too quick for you,
Two.
huh?
3.
Incredible!
That was the easiest
Witcher
fucking fight.
has parried Colossus's blows. No one's ever managed that feat.
Here's your due.
You've earned my esteem, sir. We've not seen such a feat in years, and thus you've secured the right to challenge the maestro himself. You'll find him by the docks.
Or do I have to like outplay him in music or some shit? Is that what's about to happen? Easy, lol. Exactly. Yep. Time to go like out to music play the maestro. The witch man coming.
Tucson's best wines would be impossible without passion.
Getting foggy.
Boring.
I've not seen a bumper crop like this in ages.
Our blood's worth less than wine.
I lent you coin. You seek something? I've got it.
Don't tell me I have to play Gwent. Do not tell me I have to play Gwent, dude. No, I will not play Gwent. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not playing Gwent. I do not care. I'm not
That's
playing
where I
Gwent.
find the boxer they call the maestro.
Maestro, champ, the undefeated. Folk call him many things.
I'm not playing Gwent.
You are the Witcher who dropped the 3 lesser champions?
I am. Come to fight the maestro, but seems to me he's indisposed.
Alcohol is the Maestro's remedy for his crippling shyness. He's a delicate man, you see? He'd never so much as hit a pillow while sober.
Fighting sober's like dancing to silence.
Unless it's a drinking game.
Forget fighting. Sure you can stand? You're blind drunk.
Not your bum-bopping business. Ah, you cheat, you chat, while my vodka's gone flat. Will you fight, yay or nay?
Sure.
Let's go. I challenge you.
Hold on. Whoa. I am a man of principle. I keep to a code. I don't tinkle where I eat, and I don't fight folk who don't drink.
Meaning?
I need to get drunk
Meaning
to
you
fight
have to
him.
drink, or hey diddle diddle out of here.
Sure.
Sheesh. Fine.
Mesdames, messieurs, the Maestro will perform at last.
About to beat him in a drinking game or something?
Let's do this.
When I chop you'll be bumble. Come on. Hey, well parried that. Under a post, yes. When I I'll chop you, you bumble! Hey, well packed out. Under the post, yes. Scum! You beat me. It's not happened in years. Your fists, they're glorious.
Thanks.
I'm gobsmacked, I am. I have to drink it off. Good fight. To speak true, I'm pleased you stripped me of the title. I shall have more time to pursue my chief interest now.
Witcher Geralt of Rivia is hereby crowned Fisticuffs champion of Beauclair. Bravo! Behold your trophy.
A life without liquor's like loving without licking.
My brother gave me a sword. I named it.
Okay then. Let me go to quests. The next one will probably be that one. Oh no. A curator or so this park sounds kind of cool. Where's that at? Right up the Nilfgaardian Embassy, huh? Okay. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and you know what? Actually, let's go take a look. Let's go. How much money do I have? I have 11 grand. Let's go take a look at our place. Right there, Corvo Bianco, real quick. Before I go anywhere, I want to go take a look at home before I log off.
It matters not that
I'd assume there'd be a fast travel over here, but I guess not.
Ah! Whoa!
Yeah, don't mind me, everybody. Don't mind me.
Oh.
There we go. It's been a great stream. Yep, I try, guys. Alright, let's talk to our Major Domo. There should be, yep, there we go. There should be 2 tables here. I ordered them.
Here is the hero we can afford.
I ordered that little forge
Witcher,
room, I
open
guess.
the unbeliever's eyes.
Let's go talk to Major Dormo. Where's he at? There he is.
Renovations coming along all right?
Wonderfully. The furnishings you last had me order have arrived.
Starting to really like this place. Maybe we should keep going, refurbish some more. What do you think, BB?
As you wish, sir. Shall we see to the house or the grounds this time?
Starting to get into this whole renovating thing. There must be other things we can improve.
I agree. Yet I would urge you to hold off on further construction until the ongoing work is done.
So I want you to do the house next.
Juggling can be a challenging art. It's best not to undertake too much at once.
Yep, so the house.
Been thinking about the outer walls. Maybe a fresh coat of paint or some patching.
If I might dare to make a suggestion, why not start with a general renovation? I once oversaw such work at Admiral Rompelli's summer residence. The effects were simply breathtaking. Not only did the residence positively sparkle afterwards, but we also made room to display the Admiral's armor and weapons, of which he was a passionate collector.
5,000! Jesus Christ!
It's in your hands then. Make the place shine.
I shall get to work immediately. Within a day's passing, I shall have sent for the crew which rebuffed the Admiral's residence. They are the finest specialists around. Highly skilled at what they do, it shall not take them too long, I wager. 2 days after they begin, your eyes will behold your residence in its refurbished, rejuvenated, beautified state. Is there anything else you require, sir?
Nope. But fuck, dude, that's
That's all for
expensive.
now, BB.
5 grand.
Thanks.
Damn. That's like a third of my money right there. Yeah, no, it's like half. Jesus. Alright, guys,
My back aches something horrid.
I'm gonna go ahead and save here. Alright, guys, well, that is gonna be it for today. I'm just wrapping it like 2.5 hours early just because I'm gonna see if I could do that spreadsheet stuff a little bit. And then I'm gonna go decide on making beef noodles, or if I'm just gonna say screw it and give me something to eat. I have no idea just yet. So otherwise, appreciate you guys tuning in. I know that we are 18. Yeah, we're 18 subs away from 1,000. So keep on climbing that goal. Obviously today is Sunday, so tomorrow. Do I have anything tomorrow? No, I don't think there is anything tomorrow. So I don't know what I'll do tomorrow. Maybe I'll play Tarkov with Moses and them. I have no idea. Tuesday obviously will be our raid night. Tuesday's gonna be rough because there are three raids. We're gonna be doing Blackwing Lair, Molten Core, and ZG back to back to back to back. That's like 3.5 hours, maybe 4 hours right there. So Tuesday's gonna be a long night. Then Wednesday probably some Tarkov with Moses again. Thursday, no idea, maybe some Witcher or something else. And then Friday is 4th of July, so the holiday, so maybe I'll stream, I have no idea, and so on and so forth. So yeah, if you guys are interested in watching, that is my schedule for this coming week. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.